Hello everybody, welcome to A Crafter's Story. It's Celeste here and thank you for stopping by. If you love craft videos and you love experimenting with different ideas, please hit the subscribe button. I try to post twice a week and come up with some different ideas, and I love to hear from you, so please leave some comments if you decide to stay. So one of the things I also do is to post a Friday freebie on our private Facebook page. This is going to be the posting for this week. These sort of line art, let me bring it up a little bit, you can see this sort of line art type cutouts that you can use in your journals and your craft projects. So this came from, so I did this digitally, not the lines, just the shapes. So this will be free for you on our Facebook page, and the link for the Facebook page is always in the description below. So this is my original that I used to make those as the basis of those shapes. And not only did I do the shapes, but I also photocopied this and then used it as craft paper to make a cover for this little mini journal. So you can see, which way would it be? That way. It's like finding Waldo, finding this little book on the original. It blends in so well. So you can use it as a little mini book cover. I've also used a photocopy of this to make a little envelope. I've also used it, and by the way, these three pieces that I made came out of one piece, just this one photocopy piece, one page. I also have a tag here that I made for a card that I'm going to be making later. So yeah, I'm going to put this away just to give some examples of how you can use what I would call my masterboard now. If you photocopy it, how you could use it in different crafts. So one of the things that I noticed that I have a box of pens, and they're just all kinds of pens and they're drying up and I'm not using them, and that just breaks my heart. I don't want to waste anything, and so I decided to just draw lines on a page and then create this design and then use it as a background paper for different craft ideas like I just showed you. So these are the colors that I've pulled out for this next one that I'm going to be doing with you. You'll see it's more of a blue, green, black, yellow theme as opposed to this one that looks more like candy. So let's get started. It is as simple as having a piece of paper, which I've actually got some mixed media paper here. I can't lift it. So it's just a piece of mixed media paper. It's a square piece, there it is, that I've taped down onto a backing piece of paper so that I don't make markings on my board. And I'm really just going to start somewhere in the middle and start putting down lines. Just like that. Oh, this one's already feeling a little dry, so I think this may be the last project I can do with this particular marker. Alright, so let's get started. coming up towards the last few lines, and I don't mind that there's some white showing through. I think there's just enough lines to make sure that we have a pattern. So the last couple of lines, I think I would prefer for them to be very, very thin. So I'm going to get, where's that? I have this sort of dollar store marker that I bought way back in the day. And just in the few little white spots, I'll make this thin little green line. And I think you did see me take a tissue and just wipe my ruler every so often, because especially if you're doing this with a gel pen, I actually switched this gel pen out for a Sharpie because the gel pen was bleeding under the ruler and it was smudging, and so I had to clean off my ruler far too often. And I thought, let me use that gel pen somewhere else and move to a Sharpie, which I think worked a little better. But you still, because otherwise you have overlap of color like there, you still have to clean your ruler off, I'd say every 10 lines, or maybe every time you change out your color, just to keep things somewhat clean. And not smudgy, but because this is such a busy pattern, it probably doesn't matter too much. Let me just break up this big yellow piece here, and one more, and then I think I'm done. This is such a, how you always talk about using up your scrap paper. This is a way to use up your pens that are drying out, which I have a lot of. I have a shoebox full. And it would just be so wasteful if I allowed them to dry out and I don't use them. And so this is going to be something I'm going to make a lot of, and then just keep these, like I said earlier, as master boards, because there's so much you can do with it, right? Sorry. There we go. All right, so let's get rid of all this tape and this backing page, so we can get a good view of. Oh, look at that! So good. I love it so much. So many different color combinations that you can do. And then again, there are just so many ideas that you can use your paper for. And of course you could use your round punches, or you could make tags out of these. You could, let me think of all the different, so many different. Obviously, you can cut out shapes, or maybe just use it, if you copy it, maybe just use it as a complete page in a journal, because that, let's see, how big is a page? 5.5 by, oh gosh, yeah, 5.5 by 8. So you've got enough. You could make a whole journal page out of it as well. And of course you could come in now with stickers and tags and all kinds of words, all kinds of things that you can come in with afterwards to use this paper for. I'm trying to do it so that you can see everything. There we go. All right, there you go. Okay, you guys, thank you so much for joining me. Go and rummage through your craft supplies, see if you've got any dry out or pens that are maybe at the end of their life, and give them one more swipe across a piece of paper, and you'd be amazed at the color combinations and the uses that you could, or what you could put these to use to. Sorry, I'm mumbling. Yeah, go give it a try, and please don't forget to subscribe. We'll see you next time. Bye.